All right, there's a number of comments up there. Too many for me to go through and scroll back up and kind of stick with and address all. If you really want to hear me address one of those things, please reproduce it, and I'll be glad to get to it. But I want to get back into some gameplay now. Garrett the Noble asks, anyways, what's your favorite Far Cry? Just in case you have not seen the last comment, for me it's 5, because I never played the other ones. I think 5 probably is my favorite. There's some things about it that it does that I don't like that previous Far Cry games didn't do, like kidnapping you for story missions. I really dislike that a lot. But apart from that, there's a lot of other things I really do enjoy about it. So, all right. So I am reloading Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous, and I'm just going to see. Here, let me reduce the volume of my audio just a little bit. Since I am now closer to the microphone again. But I want to get back into this. Oh, I could probably reduce it just a tad more. But I wanted to get back into this now that Corinne's gone and see if I engage with it any differently. I mean, these would be kind of like the final hours that I could probably play this game. That'd be my guess. And so, if I can get any more time with this game in tonight before my focus just becomes prohibitive, my lack of focus, I should say, then I want to give it a shot. Let's see. Visit the Nameless Ruins with Nenio. Let's skip those companion quests for now. Let me just kind of see what my other options might be. Oh, that's where I am right now. You visit this location, require companions. Did that. So let's head back out. Is anybody tired yet? I think we've mostly rested, but some still... I don't know. I'm going to rest one more time.
The dairy-o with his cheeks aflame and his shoes down low. Ugh, I can't get that tune out of my head. Damn tavern songs.
Okay. Here we go. Alright, let's do it. Adam Klein says, I started playing Fallout 4 yesterday, my very first Fallout game, but I've seen you play some New Vegas on streams. Oh, cool, okay. Yeah, there's a lot I like about Fallout 4. What is this here? Oh, okay. Cultist sniper. I think we're okay so far. Very nice. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I definitely want that. That also. Don't need that. I'm generally looking for things that are worth 10 times their weight or more. I think I'm gonna... I just turned up my game audio. I found that with the last marathon that I did, that it was useful in the later hours to turn up the game volume and just kind of like... I think it just kind of like arrests me a bit more, gets my attention and my focus a bit more. Ramps up just a little bit of sense of drama and intensity. I don't really remember for sure what exactly I'm out here doing. Wait for Kalesis and visit Jurnaw in Chili Creek. Wipe out the band of cultists. Retreating in the direction of Dresden. First task of the commander's army is to capture and eliminate them so they cannot warn the demons. Direction of Dresden. Okay. Can I see that, where Dresden is? Nameless Ruins, Chili Creek. So these are places that... Oh, visit Jurnaw and Chili Creek. Oh, there's Dresden. Okay, so that's kind of generally where I'm heading. That's fine. Okay. Just wanted to have some assurance that I'm doing something productive. What is this? Ancient ruins that Sarkoris inherited from the unknown builders of the Earthfall times. The Sarkorians dubbed this place the Conundrum Unsolved. Scattered all over the walls of the ruins are numerous pressure plates, buttons and levers, the purpose of which one can only guess. That sounds like a terrible dungeon, filled with puzzles that I have no interest in. I'll print out a walkthrough for that at some point. Good grief. Got this nice tall glass of Diet Mountain Dew. I'm not even sure if I'm going to finish it. Got some other goodies here. Some of which I might be able to have after I'm done eating or done with Mountain Dew. I haven't touched my caramel corn hardly at all. Let's have just a few bites of that. So much of this really does end up being for Recovery Day. Recovery Day Part 2 on Monday. I usually take about a half day off on Monday. And then spread out over the week with enough left to get me through 12 hours of my boys streaming next Friday. Alright, let's see. Oh, a couple of these guys are getting tired. Alright, well, we'll get through this encounter and then we'll rest. Through the mist, you spot the flickering flames of a campfire. 3 figures wrapped in crusader cloaks are huddled next to it. A stout, smiling dwarf, a brash, dark-haired halfling, and a delicate-looking woman who appears to be very young. The crackling campfire is driving away the bleak fog and promising warmth and rest for tired legs. Noticing you, the halfling's hand jerks toward his weapon, but then he relaxes. Hey, it's the commander himself! Don't just stand there, have a seat by the fire. It's a bit damp today, you might as well dry off at least. In an amicable gesture, he passes you a large mug that smells of freshly brewed tea. How about hot chocolate? Hot chocolate with mint in it. Like the kind I will have in just a few weeks on Opening Ceremonies Day. The day after Thanksgiving. Alright, kicking back a little bit, got my feet propped up. They are just in a little bit away the chat, but I think I can still manage. Yeah, okay. Who are you? I failed the knowledge world check. That sucks. Frontline scouting party. Our senior sent us ahead to look for ambushes. We've been walking all day, so we're making a bivouac. Go ahead, help yourself to some tea. It's an honor for us to be sharing a campfire with the commander. One more. This may be my last for this marathon.
Kroger. Mint, fudge, and robed cookies. Better than a Girl Scout in every way.
Our senior sent us ahead to look for ambushes. We've been walking all day, so we're making a bivouac. We've said this already. Honor, blah, blah, blah. The dusty boots, the patched cloaks, and the mess kits lying next to the campfire all mark these 3 as seasoned scouts. A broad smile blossoms on Sila's face. I never thought we'd run into such jovial company out here. I don't suppose you guys have anything stronger than tea in your canteens. Catching the halfling's conspiratorial look, she smiles even brighter. Let's look around to see if this place is safe. Oh, thank goodness. The location for the camp was chosen wisely. It's safe and quiet here. No tracks in sight, the air is calm, but an odd feeling of wrongness lances through you like a sting from an angry wasp. Something isn't right. What are your names? Proudly lifting his chin, which bears a white scar, the halfling says, I'm Sergeant Velm, the leader of this gang of daredevils. You can tell by Velm's appearance that he's a fighter. He sports a nose that's been broken more than once, well-fitted gear, a gutsy spark in the eyes, and all the hallmarks of a feisty, courageous warrior. The dwarf grunts and grins. Why would you call our heroic squad a gang, Velm? I am Tran, foot soldier, cook, quartermaster, and the mother hen of this lot, and the one who sets up the tent for Asti, given that she doesn't even have the muscle to drive a stake into the ground. With a smirk, Tran glances at the woman, who immediately turns red in the face. The sweet and terribly young cleric opens her mouth to say something, but shuts it immediately and blushes even more. Finally, she mutters sheepishly, I'm Asti. Pleased to... Oh, Corinne wouldn't like that name, would she? Pleased to... I mean, at your service, Commander. Aren't you scared? Camped out here in enemy territory? I think Eldorast is going to start getting a little bit fatigued as I am. The dwarf gives you a disapproving sidelong glance. You wound me, Commander. I've walked many roads. I know a good spot for a camp when I see one. Even if a whole column of cultists marched by, they wouldn't think of checking this place. In the meantime, we would watch quietly and count every last one. Thoroughly embarrassed, Asti adopts a serious tone and comments in Tran's direction, you and your boasting. Her two comrades greet her remark with a burst of laughter. I don't think I'm ready to attack. Sitting by the campfire is probably going to get me in trouble, but at least it'll be interesting. So here we go. Well, since you're offering... You bet we're offering. The halfling moves with such deftness that you barely notice the warm mug of tea that appears in your hands. The tea's fragrance is gorgeous. Where did you get such extraordinary tea? I can tell the commander knows more about cooking than some. Tran leans over to you and says weightily, It's cat's holly. I bought it from a merchant from Absalom. Worth every coin, though, huh? Cat's holly. The name sounds vaguely familiar, but you've never heard of it being used in cooking. You seem to recall that it causes delirium. Apparently, being this far away from the discipline of strict officers, the scouts decided to indulge in some happy dreams. Yeah, I don't really want delirium. I'm afraid I have no time to spare. You attempt to stand, but your legs give out from exhaustion. Your whole body protests against the mere thought of going anywhere. Have they drugged me already? This sudden weakness you're feeling is very suspicious. The sickly, sweet scent coming from the mug in your hands leads you to think that you have been drugged. Come now, Commander. What's the sense in going ahead of the scouts? What if you walk right into the enemy lines? You lose your head for nothing, and the army won't last long without you. Get a night's rest with us and set out first thing in the morning. Something's not right. Attack! Smirking brazenly, the halfling licks his lips with a surprisingly long, pustule-covered red tongue. Ugh. Ha. Would you look at that? He didn't buy it. Enough of this masquerade then, everyone. No more games. The figures by the fire ripple and transform. Three gray-haired and dark-skinned elves watch you with mocking sneers. Their twisted, grimacing faces look demonic. From the haze, more previously unseen shadows materialize. They are all just as loathsome and unsettling. The campfire emits a sickly, sweet, intoxicating smell, and in the squat kettle you see some slimy mushrooms swimming in a disgusting, boiling slurry.
What was the point of this charade?
Lady Enamora desires your head, and will gladly deliver it. The elf, whose voice as Tran was so convincing, lets out a repulsive snicker. You monsters! Sela looks at those who appeared to be trusted allies a moment ago with open disgust. How did I not see you for what you are right from the start? You gonna laugh, or you gonna read this line for me? No? Dumb paladin, you really think your ability to sense evil can't be fooled? Lady Enamora taught us long ago how to trick the likes of you. That reminds me of, like, a conversation I had with a friend in high school. He was of the LDS faith at the time. Actually, he's left that faith and is just, like, so pleased and, like, I mean, I can't even find the right word for it, but, like, he's exploring real faith in Christ that's based in Scripture, and he's like the last guy I would have thought would end up on that road. He was so hardcore LDS. But one time we were talking, and he said something like that, like, if there was something evil or wrong with Mormon teaching, like if it was evil, he would be able to sense it. And I think that that's something that's an idea that I think we all like. We like to believe that we can sense evil, and we would just get a feeling of evil if something was evil. Whether that's something that we've adopted as a belief, whether that's religious beliefs, political belief, or whatever, you know. And I think a lot of times in movies that idea is propped up of, like, following your feelings. You can tell when something's amiss, when the hero can often tell something's wrong, or just, I don't know, something doesn't feel right. And of course they're right in the movie because the writer makes them right, you know? Or the opposite. They'll say, I know in my heart, like Iron Man said. I know, Tony Stark said, maybe the third Iron Man movie? I can't remember which one it was, but he said to Pepper, I know in my heart this is right. And, you know, depending on what he means by that, you know, that's not a completely illegitimate concept. But I mean, if we're going off of feelings to determine what's right and wrong, what's good and evil, we can really be fooled. And it's interesting as I play Wrath of the Righteous, the writing, it doesn't always go in the same stereotypical direction that so much entertainment writing goes in terms of how it handles some of these philosophical issues, how it handles theism, organized religion and stuff. It dips into some of that, but not exclusively and narrowly into the broad stereotypes that most fantasy games do when they're dealing with topics of theism and organized religion. So, but even though this is coming from, from the enemies here, it's just dumb paladin, you really think your ability to sense evil can't be fooled. Lady Enamora taught us long ago how to trick the likes of you. I mean, you know, we can be fooled. Anyway, so here endeth the philosophical detour.
Who are you?
The one who is pretending to be the halfling Vel makes a face mimicking you in an obnoxious voice. Who are you? We are servants of Lord Discari, and you are the pitiful insect that got caught in our web. The elf who is masquerading as the cleric, Asti, gives you a lecherous smile, enthusiastically dragging her tongue along the blade of her dagger. Did you like sweet little Asti? Did you want to play with her in your tent?
You think I'm at your mercy?
Hey, kiddo. You heading for bed?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you tired?
I am tired. More my voice than my actual...
Yeah, I can hear that.
It sounds terrible, doesn't it?
My voice is still terrible from Thursday when
Yeah.
I was shouting all day.
Love you.
Love you.
Sleep good. He's taller than Holly now. It's bonkers. Oh, you're too tall to be seen, so you gotta put your head down here. It's our oldest Asher. You're not 16, are you? No. How old are you? What are you turning? Let's see, 12, 13, 14, 15. You just turned 15. Thank goodness. We got a little.
How?
We got almost a year left.
How could you forget my age?
No, because I've been playing video games since 6 a.m. and I'm burned out.
Okay. Can I steal one of your donuts?
Yeah, you can have one. But why don't you wait and eat it tomorrow?
Okay.
It's a little late to eat it. You can take it now and just set it aside somewhere.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, love you.
Love you. Good night.
Good night. All right.
Okay, you think I'm at your mercy? We'll see who the real prey is.
I love it when prey tries to fight back. Okay. Oh, geez, Eldorast. You gotta get out of there. Oh, no, that's, wrong character. Oh, crap. Get that armor on. Salos. There we go. Okay. I don't think Tran's gonna be a problem, but let's, I think this is probably a fireball-worthy situation. Although if it doesn't set off fast enough, these other guys might end up, some of my friends might end up walking in it. That's alright. Yeah, there they go, right into the effect zone. It's alright. Smoke them! Oh, crap. Okay, who's right next to me? I can't even tell. Zot both of those guys. Is that Ebony next to me? Let's see here. Yeah, it is. Who's back here? Oh, that's Galvanic. Okay. Jeez. Come on, Eldorast. Zot! Do it now! There we go. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Who's up there firing at me? Unacceptable. Okay, Eldorast. Smoke those dudes. Salos? You need to get your butt over here. Eldorast first. They seem to have it in for him. Pop, good. Okay, now yourself. Oh, okay, now. Yeah, do yourself again, man. And then Sela needs you. Let's see, why don't you enlarge Vincent? Sela might not make it in time. Oh, did we get them all? Nice. Nice, okay. Oh, hey, Helix Reviews. Nice to see you in the chat. Masterwork composite line. Yeah, I want that. Quiver of cold iron ammunition. I don't even know what that is. Can shoot 50 units of cold iron ammunition. Cold iron ammunition is known for the effectiveness against demons and fey creatures. That's interesting. 50 units, so it runs out. Okay, I mean, I want it, but I'm not sure who to give it to at this point. Okay. Man, there's just a way that these games are made that I love, and it does, as I said earlier in the stream, the sound design is a big factor for me. And I think even as early as those first Baldur's Gate games, the sound design, they were using, you know, real audio recordings, not just MIDI effects. And it brought the world to life in just some neat ways, and I feel like games that have taken inspiration from them have brought those values forward in Foley sound design, like the clanking and crunching of the armor and things, and the sounds that are made as you're picking up loot. You know, it's great. I just love those little details that draw me in. Alright, I'm not seeing a good exit point. Maybe, was this a random encounter? I feel like it was. Okay. So hopefully we won't have more combat. Let me save just in case. Because I need to rest before I have another serious combat encounter. Oh! There we go. Boy, when this runs out, I might start replacing it with, like, ice water. My throat. Not feeling great. Alright, let's rest. Okay. Okay, we'll save one more time. I think one thing that helped last time I did a marathon like this, which was the Summer Insanity one, was that I really tried to get into the mindset. I mean, I'm still a long way from truly the hardest hours. But even now, I want to get in that mindset of, okay, yes, I know I'm more tired than I would normally be, and it's past the point of, you know, true enjoyment on, well, full of stuff. Right now, mostly it's about my throat, just feeling like, ugh. And But I mean, I'm streaming. I need to talk. And that's fine. I'm content to do it for as long as I can. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, just trying to get in the mindset of, hey, sure, this is not like the ideal conditions to play video games in, but it's also uninterrupted hours of video game playing where nothing else is demanding my attention, and absolutely guilt-free I can be engaged in these video games to whatever degree my focus will allow. And so let's just try to lean into that and just enjoy these games as much as you can, you know. And I think that helped me in the last 4 to 6 hours last time some. Now what's this? Oh, is that... Oh yeah. I already looked at that. I thought that was back here somewhere. I guess I haven't moved because I had that random encounter thing. All right, we're going this way. Okay. Maybe just a little bit of chips. It's too late to be eating. You shouldn't be eating, Peter. It's too late. Too late for that. We'll see. Maybe I'll end up doubling up on my heartburn medication before the night is done. Oh! Cultist Conjurer. I don't like the sound of that. Nice. Oh, okay, Elderest, you gotta take a few steps back, man. When I take some damage, I lay hands on myself. I lay hands on myself. Ray McCann III says, prayers for a strong finish. You're a trooper for cutting off the caffeine. Don't think I can do it. It's the only way I survived night shift for several years. Well, thank you, Ray. I have reason to hope. There's been a couple times where I've kind of accidentally not ended up using caffeine for some of the final hours. A good chunk of the final hours. And I got some other options. I can get creative. But thank you. Appreciate the prayers and encouragement. I'd like some of these chocolate goodies, but I probably shouldn't. But I might anyway. I don't know. Got 10 minutes left of caffeine. Now, what is that? I don't even know. Enemy fort blocks the way. Oh, I see. Okay. Moon Dance Meadow. What's this? Alright, well, might be worth checking out. Can I get there though? Oh yeah, I can. Alright, let's take a look. Take a look at the old Moon Dance Meadow. And have some chocolate while we're at it. I might really regret this. We're gonna see. I got pills. I got water. Okay. Speedy7 says, I'm still here, lol. Well, great to have you, Speedy. Well, Salos? Oh, crap. Okay. Oh man, tired already. Cold iron, that could be useful. Well, let's see, can we sleep here? Give it a go.
My sword is an extension of my arm. My sword is an extension of my arm.
Are you sure?
So, is my plumage an extension of my head? Focus, Syrup.
Almost done here. Almost done with Mountain Dew for the night. Don't like that idea. Let's have a Snickers to make ourselves feel better. A unit of mercenaries serving Horgus Gwyrm. That's like this, wealthy business owner. So they've reached the troops with a chest full of gold coins and a message from Sir Horgus. Score more victories. Okay, I'm not sure what to do with that. Alright. That can't be all there is to this area. What in the world? Is that going to do damage to me if I walk on it? I don't even... Maybe I can't walk on it. This looks like something that might have a story or a side quest happen at it later on. Well, that's a good question, Joel. Well, first, Gabriel Stinson says, I'm heading to bed. Prayers for a strong finish. I'm still looking forward to watching the footage later. Thank you for your ministry. Thank you for your encouragement, Gabriel, and for your prayers. Have a good night of sleep, and I hope you enjoy watching later. Joel Nelson says, when you cut off caffeine at 11, does that include chocolate? No, I know that technically chocolate does contain caffeine. But no. Because I don't consider chocolate a significant source of caffeine in the sense that I meant when I made that commitment. That said, the later it gets, I mean, I'm not even sure I should be having chocolate right now. So I'm usually done having chocolate by or before midnight anyway, doing these things. Sugar, maybe? Maybe still? Like, I got some Skittles here. But I don't know what they might do to my tummy either, so I gotta be careful. Rugged Warrior says, what's going to be your post-marathon binge? I think it's going to be Warrior Nun Season 1. Or at least I'm going to binge it until I lose interest in it. And if I lose interest, then that means I will not be reviewing the premiere of Season 2, which comes out this coming Thursday. But if it maintains my interest, I'll continue watching it. I probably won't get all the way through it tomorrow. But I'll get a good start on it, and that should get me ready in time to review the second season. If I lose interest in that, I don't know, it could be a number of things. It'll be just be watching stuff. I don't know that I'll play games tomorrow. Sometimes I still feel like that at the end of these marathons, but a lot of times I do like to just kind of have something passive going on. I might, if I'm not too tired, just have my steamer on and my goodies to eat and read DC Comics on the DC Universe Infinite app. I've really been enjoying those and getting back into that universe and kind of catching up. I'm in the rebirth era of the DC Universe right now, and just enjoying getting reacquainted with a fictional universe that I really historically have enjoyed so much and become attached to. As far as non-geeky stuff, if I lose interest in Warrior Nun, I might watch the Netflix kind of remake of All Quiet on the Western Front, which is a World War II movie from the German perspective. And I do like war movies now and then, and so I could see myself maybe checking that out. My wife also, I saw tonight when I took one of my breaks, was out watching Ozark, which is a show that we have access to on Netflix. That's on my watch list. I've always been really curious about it. I don't know much about it, except it seems like it's a Breaking Bad, but it's a married couple and a family that kind of go down this really dark path. They start as just a kind of suburban couple, and they end up going down a really dark path. So I'll ask her probably tomorrow what she thought of the first episode, and depending on her reaction, I may or may not choose to try that. But those are the things that... Those are the things that come to mind right now. It's going to be interesting. Gosh. What's going to happen if, like... I doubt this will be the case, but I'm like, what's going to happen if for some reason I can't talk because it makes me cough every time I try to open my mouth? I can't... That would be so extreme. But, like, that would suck big time. I would complete the marathon, but it wouldn't make content for later on to put on the channel if I can't talk while I'm playing video games. I guess let's keep going this way. All right, here we go. Ooh, I got a timer that's about to go off, telling me to finish up my caffeine. Man, I'm tired again. How is that happening? Is it just long journeys between these spots? Come on, Elder, zap these dudes. There we go. Ugh, not great though. Is there just one left now? Ugh, there it is. Alright. I'm kind of afraid to pop like a whole caffeine pill. It's equivalent to 1 cup of coffee. Because I don't know what the crash might be like when that wears off, but maybe it'll make things more entertaining, so here we go. I'm gonna make it count. 2 halves of caffeine pill, 1 cup of coffee going down. No caffeine pills. Started to get a little brain fuse there. Okay. Just ice left. Done with Mountain Dew. That makes me a little bit sad. Here we go, right? No more caffeine for these last 7 hours. Joel Nelson asks, what's your process for coming up with new content for the channel? I don't know that I have a real consistent process. I just kind of, if you mean new content like new types of content, like doing, you know, tabletop gaming Let's Plays on Tuesdays, which I started a few years back. They just kind of are ideas that slowly germinate and form over time as I turn them over in my mind and kind of shape them based on kind of pros and cons of different ideas and possibilities. So, yeah, it's just kind of slowly I imagine different possibilities. Of course, I will see sometimes what other content creators are doing, but it's not based a ton on that. Yeah. I think I'm always thinking about the two main ingredients of what's something geeky that can, at an entry level, make people interested in connecting with the content, and then what is at some point the spiritual component, the biblical component that can find its way into that or can be organically, you know, touched on at different times in that content. So that's kind of like always, I think, my thought process for YouTube content. Yeah, I suppose that's all I would have to say on that for now. Nice. Okay. Are we in some random... Oh, it's just a wilderness encounter, so we gotta leave. And then rest. It is starting to cool down in here, so I might not need this fan for too much longer, and that will be helpful for my voice, because the air will be a little less dry once I can turn the fan off. Okay. Looking good. Man, I'm glad I came back to this, because I did have more of this game in me. Yeah, for sure. Alright, so there's a quest here to take on. I could head in that direction. Oh man, somebody just stomped on their dog or something. What the crap was that sound? Who's this guy? Oh. Journal walks thoughtfully around the grove. He pauses in front of a few trees, lingering there for some time. He seems to be examining something carefully. At the sound of your footsteps, he turns around abruptly, but the anxious expression on his face quickly gives way to an amiable smile. Commander, it's so good to see you. It seems you've found time to visit our quiet backwater after all.
Did you step on a dog? Why were you looking at those trees?
See for yourself. He points to one of the branches, and among the leaves you notice a small doll made of grass and seaweed tied with blue ribbon. I keep finding them here in the grove. I think it's some kind of local ritual. I've asked the villagers to tell me what it means, but they won't give me an answer. I just don't understand the reason for all this secrecy.
I could be mistaken, but it looked like you were frightened by my arrival.
Oh, no, you startled me, that's all. It's my overactive imagination. I still can't get used to living in such a small village. The town where I grew up was a good deal larger, and it was located near a trade route, so there were always lots of new faces and plenty of people bustling around. Here, though, it's different. The moment you step outside the village, you're all alone. You can walk for miles in any direction with only the birds and animals for company. This is, of course, the way Erastil teaches us to live, but truth be told, it still makes me feel somewhat uncomfortable.
How do you like living in the village?
I'm getting used to the way of things. I still get the occasional sidelong glance from the locals, but that's not surprising. After all, I'm just some stranger who decided to show up without an invitation and settle down in the village. But the church warned us about this. Such caution is to be expected at first. I just have to do my best to earn their trust. I heal, I purify the water, I give blessings. Sooner or later, they will accept me as one of their own.
It's so quiet here. War makes you forget what peace feels like.
I understand. My time in Canabras gave me a small taste of war. I only had to live through it for a few days, but I know the horrors I witnessed will haunt my nightmares for years to come. I cannot imagine how hard it is for those like yourself, soldiers who have given their lives to this cause. The priest places a hand on his heart. You have chosen to fight there in order to protect our peaceful and quiet life here, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
What do the locals think of Erastil?
They're indifferent. They are pragmatic people, you know. They don't have time for theology. If old Deadeye helps them survive, that's good enough for them. You know, some priests get overzealous with sermons. They demand that people pray, observe all the rituals, make sacrifices, and then those priests, all holy and pious, are surprised when locals kick them out of the village, right into the nearest ditch. The priest laughs. I was taught differently. First, you have to prove your worth. You have to show them why you and your deity are useful. It's only after they've begun to trust you and start asking questions about your faith that you can really share your beliefs. Then you can tell them all about old Deadeye and his teachings. Let's see here. Jill Nelson says, 2023, you need to run an oh crap counter and then see if you break the number that following year. Have you heard more crap from me tonight than OGs? Maybe. I definitely, crap is my favorite. I don't know if you can call it, it's not really a swear word, it's so mild, but it's definitely slang. But like expletive, I guess. Crap is my favorite. It's just crappity craptastical. I love crap. Well then, show me around will you show me around the village? Of course, let's go. You'll get to meet the locals, see how we live. Maybe you'll even manage to get some peace and quiet, temporary respite from the hardships of war. I don't know, do I really want a tour of the... Did you join my party? What is going on? Am I following you or not? You're just running back and forth. Okay, show me around the village then. Oh, this is weird. I guess I just need to walk around the village. Love that sound of thunder and rain. Oh crap. Okay. It's getting serious. All right, let's do it, team. Oh. We totally helped with that. That'll teach you to mess with us. A man with green eyes, the broad shoulders of a swimmer, and the calloused hands of a fisherman shakes his fist at the beast's motionless carcass. Something's got them all worked up. That's the second time they've crawled out this month. You know something, coming back to Rugged Warrior's question about my post-marathon binge? Another non-geek thing I might watch. I might try The Chosen. I might give that another try. My dad and I get together once a month, and we take turns choosing something to watch together. And this time we got together and he wanted me to watch the first 2 episodes of The Chosen. And it's always kind of been on my bucket list. I've seen over the shoulder a few scenes of stuff that Holly's been watching because she's been watching it all. And certainly on a personal level as a believer, there's some things there that really connected with me. There's other production issues that I was like, this looks a little bit on the budget side. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get past that or how I'm going to feel about it, but when I watched these first 2 episodes with my dad, I, for the most part, was able to set those things aside and really kind of engage with the material and found it worthwhile and at times moving. And so I mean, it's not, for me, like, cinematically powerful in the way that Mel Gibson's The Passion was. But I'm interested, and so I think I'll probably watch it at some point. I don't know if that'll start tomorrow or not, but that's been on my mind as well. All right, something's got them all worked up. That's the second time they've crawled out this month. So let them come. A woman, her eyes the same shade of green as the fisherman smiles at you. It's not the first time, and it won't be the last. But what's the matter? They can't hurt us, and we can use their hides to make a lot of waterproof coats and cloaks. Marco, Melissa, I'd like to introduce you to someone. This is Eldoras, the commander of the Crusade. He's the one I told you about. Oh man, a whole lot of dialogue here. I don't know how much more of this I can read. Joel Nelson said, you've been throwing that term around as often as a lot. So yeah, I do say crap a lot. Okay. real hero in our little backwater. It's so nice of you to drop by. We've never had anyone so important come to visit. Heroic acts are important, but sometimes it's good to leave the front lines and talk to ordinary people living ordinary lives. Anyway, welcome to Chili Creek. Nah, I'm not going to attack. Let's see. Whirlwind's not that far away. Have you ever been attacked by demons? No. I think I need to be done with this one. I don't think I can keep talking as much as I have been. I should find a game that kind of speaks for itself, that I can just interject some thoughts here and there, and probably go in that direction the rest of the night if I can. I see. Real, who's that? She's right here. Oh, Icy Rill's the river. Okay. Sorry, I'll try to get out of this dialogue and move things along as soon as I can. Let's see here. Okay. Great. Okay, so I'm going to save and be done with this one for the night. Really glad I came back to it, though. Really do like this game a lot. But let me see if I can find something that's going to work a little better for me. For more chat about geek entertainment, answers to your questions, and news from the wider world of Christian geekery, get the Christian Geek Central podcast today on iTunes and other podcast services.